And this lower half of the case is attached directly over the carbs, so you've got to undo these 4 clamps. Just loosen them, I think it'll be enough. Underneath this are the coils, so just loosen those from this panel. Okay, cat's back. Okay, so you've got all the bits out of the way. Taking this off just sits over that. Carbs go over there, and that's where the plugs over the spark plugs go. Coils are normally sat there. There's an electrical connection there. Just unclick that. Unplugged everything, so that's all out of the way. You can probably do this without removing those, but I just like to make space if it's at all possible. So if you check out one of my recent previous uploads, I took the carbs out of my FJ12, and in that video I invented this. This is called something what I call the Carb Drainer 2000. I'm actually offering to rent this out per day, $100 for 24 hours if you're interested. It allows you to connect it to the bottom of your drain the bottom of your float bowls, and then neatly get the fuel out of them. So I'm going to use this again now. Let me know in the comment section if you want to rent this, $100. Okay, straight away, this is getting in my way, whatever that is. Crank, case, oil, breather, pipe, fuck knows. Taking it off, whatever it is. Ooh. Disclaimer, I've never done this before on this bike, so this is all new to me. If you know better, you might see that I'm doing something wrong. Keep it friendly in the comment section, just tell me what I should do, and then I'll know what to do better next time. I'll happily learn from you if you know more than me. This is a bit awkward. I loosened it, see if we can get the fuel out. But these have been open like this for a few weeks. All the fuel might have evaporated, I don't know. Let's just see what happens. This bike hasn't been ridden really since last November, middle of June now. I do really miss it. Okay, so I just made a longer tube so I can continue draining them from this side of the bike. This one's available to rent $200 a day. $200. Let me know in the comment section if you're interested. Sort that for you. Okay, that was good. Bit of experience, bit of practice getting my hands under the carbs, because you see underneath that bigger float bowl drain, you see there's another one. Smaller one, a bit further in the distance. There's 4 of those. That's the clamp holding the carbs to the bike. So we've got to undo 4 of those, and then we should be able to pull the carbs off after we've detached the throttle cables. Yeah, one hand's going under this part of the frame. This one here, obviously. And then you can just reach it. It's fiddly, but I can see it there, so it's not too bad. Okay, that's loose enough. Next one. Keep my hands in the same position so I can see that one there. Do this one as well. These telescopic magnets will help you out loads. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, all loosened. Next I'm going to undo that. That's the choke action, little bracket there, undo that, and then pull that cable out. It's tempting to grab these with pliers, but you've got to be careful. You can, if you crush that cable, they can separate and start to fray. I learned that when I was a kid working on bicycles. So yeah, it's a strong thing, only pulling it that way. Actually, you can damage them quite easily sideways. Throttle cables, there's difference between them, yeah. That one's goes right down into that base. This one's got a long kind of metal sleeve on the top, so remember that, putting it back on. I need another spanner. Can anybody else remember buying loads of spanners in their lifetimes, but then never having two of the same size? Just found out these pop off. There's a little split in the rubber that goes over a kind of key there. So just a note for the future, tells you how to put them back on. And this one's out of alignment. Plug at the side, gonna disconnect that now. I've got an idea, how about some plastic pliers so you can gently squeeze plastic clips with less risk of damaging them. This one's like well awkward to squeeze in strong enough to disconnect it. Anyway, just did that. There's another one there, that's what the coils are plugged into. They go into nothing, look. Disconnected the coils already, so I'll just leave that. Tuck that away. And then technically, apart from that bottom throttle cable still being connected, I should be able to wiggle these and maneuver them up. Just double checking there's nothing more holding them down. That should be it. I mean, the fuel lines are still connected, I'm not worried about them. I just want these to pop out of position off the bike. At least they're moving, so I can massage them out of position. Like I say, the FJ carbs just wouldn't budge at all. Okay, just a little bit of a development. I just had a look at them to see what's going on while I try to move it. And there's two clamps under here. I've loosened one of them. I don't know if you can see, like, sort of in the middle of the screen now. 1, 2, you seen that? They literally all got 2 on, so I've got more to undo. That's the only thing. So there literally was something physical stopping me taking them off. Anyway, I'll sort that out. I'll try and get them off now. Yeah, these are next level awkward. Did one, that wasn't too bad, I guess. Had to hold it in position awkwardly, and then with pliers I could turn it. This one just couldn't reach it. So there's this like rubber box thing. I really don't know what that is. But there's like a bracket slides on there, just a rubber sleeve. Push that off that way. You can sit that out of the way. And it gives me a lot more space to undo this one. And you can barely see them. You can barely see where to put the your Allen key. Really, really awkward. So yeah, much more easy to wobble now. I reckon I get these out. Not really. There you go. There you go. Right. I want to loosen this now. okay, this is for me in the future. This is what's most difficult, I found most difficult, putting the carbs back in my FJ, connecting the throttle cables back up. So that bottom one is going down behind that bracket, in between that bracket and the carbs, goes through, bottom cable, connect in just there. What's going to help immensely is disconnecting these hoses. So straight down, that's a connecting bar to connect all the carbs together, going down behind that. Oop. This one connects down there, comes straight under everything, and then up through, again behind this connecting bar, up through there, straight to that. There we go. Okay, that makes it much easier. Okay, no, the idle adjuster is still screwed in down there, so I'm going to undo that now. Carbs, frame, there. Well, that was easy. Knock it sideways, knock it to the left, comes out. Okay, now we can lift these carbs up. Half of the difficulty is just being able to see what you're doing. This one again, slide it in from 3 and then come across to 4 and it clicks in position. As the bottom one, hopefully holding it in like that. Slides from 3 over to 4, and then you can line it up. And these carbs are very soon free from the bike. Here we go. Quick look around, see what we got. See that? 2. There's the bastards. I will be putting those back on, lined up nicely, one above the other. Or are they meant to be opposing? They're not. These carbs have been off before. Look. They're the same direction. Those are opposite directions, those are opposite. These are all cracked and shitty. I'm gonna have to replace those. Looking inside, where's my torch? Looking inside there, whatever the fuck's going on inside there, you can see the valves, and some of the holes are clean, some are not. I think that was the worst one on that end. Yeah, I'll be cleaning all this up, getting rid of all the dust. I've got to take the top of the engine off because I want to do the valve clearance adjustment. I'm nervous about that, but I will do some research. It's going to be possible. Yeah, interesting. That wasn't too bad, taking those carbs off.